Does anybody remember a time when you were outside and you did something foolish and your friend's mom caught you? And she, or your friend's dad, could punish you as though they were your own parent.
Yep,
You remember? And we don't have that anymore,
No, we don't.
and that's not anywhere anymore. And maybe that's for the better, maybe not. But there's something to be said of I know you, I know your family, I know your parents, and I know if I've caught you on a minor infraction or something, if I go talk to your mom, what she's going to do to you is far worse than anything I can do to you. So I'm better off going that route.
Right.
When that's an appropriate thing to do, and when that's an applicable thing to do, I think that's okay. When it's not, it's not. And you can't apply it to every situation. But when I know that there will be follow through, and I know that the outcome will be successful for, especially with a younger person, then I'm okay with doing that when I'm allowed to, when I'm able to.
Okay.
The police officers don't know the members of the community. I mean, if they knew the members of the community, and this is that, there's no familiarity with the community, and that was a large, kind of point on what the big problem was. And so I said, well, you know what? I'm not going to sit back and wait and put the onus on them to get to know me. It's like, because I don't want to be that guy that just fits the description coming out of the food line one day. So I want to go and I want to know who these police officers are. I want to go meet my local law enforcement. So I can be in a situation where if me or Austin or my son is coming out of something and they say, oh, that's true. I want them to know who I am. So I literally just took a trip down. I don't even remember what I said at the front desk. I said, I need to meet somebody. I think that's my opening statement.
Probably called for CIT.
It was an exchange, and so that's how it's for me. I wanted that familiarity, and I think once that familiarity is established, then I think it breaks down a lot of those walls and that ambiguity and that wondering if we're, and because I think the reality is a lot more of the members of the African American community want the same thing that the police officers want. And I think the police officers need to understand that it goes both ways. We all want the same thing, but I think it's those perceptions that put up that wall and put up that barrier that prevent us from recognizing that, hey, look, guys, we all want the same thing. Let's figure out how we can function and operate together, right? And so one of the things that's been coming up, and as I shift gears, is probable cause, right? And I'm not sure, so I'll ask the question for those in here who are wondering.
What's the routine stuff?
Right.
Before probable cause, we have what we call reasonable suspicion.
So that comes first.
Prior to probable cause, and I'll relate it back to a traffic stop, because that's the one most people could be familiar with. You hear on the news all the time, well, probable cause this or probable cause that. To stop a car, the threshold is not probable cause, it's reasonable suspicion. I have to have reasonable suspicion to believe that an infraction or a violation of the law has occurred. Now, to make an arrest, I need the next level, which would be probable cause. To take my traffic stop further than the interaction that we have on the side of the road, anything further than that, to take a person into custody, I would need that probable cause piece, which means that a reasonable person has evidence or cause to believe that a crime has occurred. There's also probable cause. I may have probable cause when I stop you. A reasonable person believes that a crime has occurred or is about to occur or something of that nature. But lower than that would be reasonable suspicion. And an easy one would be drunk driving. Okay, if someone's weaving left and right on a road, they're crossing over the center line, they're doing all the different clues that people do when they're driving drunk. I have reasonable suspicion to believe that the offense of impaired driving is occurring. Is it occurring? I don't know that yet, but I have enough suspicion to stop and to develop probable cause, or to learn that I don't have probable cause. There could be any number of other reasons.
Because there is a belief that, kind of really permeated throughout the community, that probable cause just gave officers license to just stop anybody that you wanted because you could just say I had probable cause, right? You know what I mean?
Well, one of the things about reasonable suspicion, one of the factors of that is it's articulable suspicion. I have to be able to articulate what my suspicion is.
Right.
And if I stop your car and I get up to the side of the car and we're talking, I should be able to articulate to you why I stopped you. If I can't come up with a reason why I stopped you, or if I'm unwilling to tell you why I stopped you, then you have a good reason to go, well, what was your reasonable suspicion for stopping me? If you can't tell me why you stopped me, something that has to do with a violation of the law, then that should produce a question mark in your mind.
Hi, I'm Tony Godwin with the Cary Police Department. Just wanted to say to everybody out there, I don't look like a police officer today because I'm not working. I happened by and having this conversation out here today. But what I wanted to say is, police officers, we're just humans. Don't be afraid to talk to us. Come up to us, speak to us. You know, just relate to us on a human level. Don't let the uniform put you off, because by and large, police officers are good people. They're friendly people. And we want to talk to you and we want to connect with you. So I'm glad I'm not wearing a uniform today to make the point. We're just like you. We're just humans out here doing a job, and we'd love to get to know you. So don't be afraid to talk to us and come up and introduce yourself.
I'm Sergeant Wyatt Crabtree with the Cary Police Department, and a good tip I could give anybody, the best tip I could give anybody, is to get to know your neighbors and get to know your neighborhood, and know exactly what's supposed to be there and what's not, who's supposed to be there. The more you know each other and the more you know what's going on, the more when something is not right, will stick right out at you, and that's when you can band together as a community and you can ferret out any problems, and if need be, you can call your law enforcement agency. We want to be a part of your community. We want to work with you. We don't just want to come for the bad things, we want to come for the good things too. But the more you know each other, the more you know what's going on, the better off your community will be and the safer it'll be. Thank you.